Okay, so this video should just take a laugh at Washington. 1-12, and their best player is Alex Sarr. Which, look, I don't want to make fun of Alex Sarr. 18 points, 8 rebounds, that's pretty good. But look, as somebody who wanted to play on the Wizards out of all teams except the Hawks, in case y'all don't remember, Alex Sarr completely blackmailed the Hawks and did everything to just make it seem like he did not want to be in that franchise when the Hawks wanted to pick him with the first pick in the 2024 draft. Instead, he wanted to play in Washington. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know why you would rather go to the worst team in the league than go to a team that's top 4 in the East right now and play with Trae Young, somebody who would have got him a lot of damn looks. And I guess he'd rather just rot away on a terrible team. But this Wizards team, it just got no talent, man. But Leo Kalabali, the dude who I thought was pretty good last season, he's averaging about 9 points. That's alright. For a rebuilding squad, I would honestly want you to average more. They got Cam Whitmore, he's alright. Chris Middleton, he's like 2 years away from retirement. Bub Carrington, he's okay, he's averaging 6 points. And now that I'm thinking of it, everybody who was doing good last season just completely digressed this season. And Washington is like a place for like the washed veterans and young players to just come and waste their career. It's like the perfect place to be if you're a role player, because you don't really gotta contend or try for anything. You just gotta be mid. That's all you gotta do. Actually, just be bad and you'll get a check. You don't gotta contend. You don't gotta do none of that. Just ride away on this terrible organization and you'll get a check. And I'm sure CJ McCollum happy right now because he's averaging 16 points on a dog shit team and he's getting those checks. And I'm looking at the team right now, I don't see any standout players. Alex Sarr isn't really a standout player to me. I honestly think Alex Sarr is Brook Lopez if he had athleticism. Also, that 3-pointer with Alex Sarr, just too inconsistent, man. I do think he has a high upside, and when I look at this Wizards roster, he's the only person who could generally be an all-star. Also, shout out to Keyshawn George. He's averaging about 17 points. Dropped 29 versus Brooklyn 3 days ago. I think he's actually pretty good. I like this dude, man. I watched him against the Pistons. He has that 3-ball. He could drive to the rim. He dishes out the ball. He averages about 5 assists per game. He does all the little things on the court that attribute to winning. I honestly think Keyshawn George, if he was on a contender, he will be like a Cason Wallace for his team. And I would love to see him on a contender. I think he'll fit perfect on a place like the Hawks or even the Nuggets. I think one of those two teams should make a trade for him. Also, Marvin Bagley III, 7 points, 4 assists, pretty solid. But there's just nothing that stands out about the Wizards. And AJ Johnson, who was a standout player last season, he averaged about 14 points. He's not even averaging 1 point this season. And he gets about 5 minutes a game. It's just not working out with him, man. And nothing's working out with the Wizards, actually. And when I'm looking at this Wizards roster, how long are these motherfuckers gonna be rebuilding? They pretty much got no talent. In fact, the Wizards haven't been relevant since the 70s. It's either a ownership issue or it's a culture issue. And one or the other, it has to change. Something has to change with this team because nothing is working. And this team, look, I said Alex Sarr can be an all-star. I don't even think he's that special, man. It's the Wizards. Of course they're gonna average 18 points if you're a standout talent. I just don't see anybody on this team who's that impressive. This Wizards team is just beyond terrible. And whenever my favorite team loses, I'm a Hawks and Celtics fan, I just go in the Wizards, look at their roster, and take a quick laugh. I honestly think the Wizards will forever beat a laughing stock at the NBA. They would for real need like a Michael Jordan, ironically, or like a LeBron to really contend in the future. And that's if they want to contend and not just rebuild again. And I said the last time Washington was relevant was the 70s. They were actually pretty good with John Wall. But as we seen, John Wall got those injuries, and ever since he left Washington, they just couldn't replace him, and now they're just stuck in mediocrity. So I honestly just can't see the Wizards winning a championship. Maybe in the next 60 years when another LeBron gets drafted by the Wizards by coincidence and he just carries them to a championship in like 2054, some random ass year like that. But for now, this team is just beyond terrible. And let's just all take a good laugh at the Wizards, man. But that's the video. Who's the best player on the Wizards for y'all? For me, it's Alex Sarr, obviously. But I think Keyshawn George also deserves a lot of love. He's really been consistent this season. And I don't see him just being like a one-hit wonder or having like a one-hit wonder season like AJ Johnson did. But that's just my thoughts, man. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm not SGA, but call me Mr. Consistent. And until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.